The Clippers went into Dallas and took 2 games to tie the series 2-2. They dominated in Game 4, especially winning by 25 points. So, Robert, I got to say, I'm going to do a little mea culpa here. When Ty Lue, after Game 2, said, oh, yeah, sure, they came and shot the lights out on our floor, but let's go see them try to do it at home, I was
Don't mea culpa that. That was an insane take.
I was like, that is an odd thing to say. I didn't kill him for it, but I was just like, that is not, let's see if they can shoot well at home is not something we hear normally in the NBA. And then he was right.
That's when we'd be like, huh? It was a head scratcher.
I scratched my head again. I didn't kill him for it, but I was just like, well, that is not what we usually hear. And I will give him credit. He was right. The Mavericks shooting numbers did drop. Have the Clippers figured out something with Dallas going a little smaller, all the stuff they did?
I think when you watch these games, these last 2 games, the Clippers were in attack mode. They was like, okay, you've been attacking us on our home court. Now you're going to get home and be comfortable. So we're going to go in attack mode because if you look at this Dallas team, there's nobody real on this team. You say, oh, he's a great defender or he's a decent defender. They don't have that. And you think about Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, 2 of the most dynamic offensive players in the game. Attack these guys, go at them. And now, that's what they're doing. I've never seen Kawhi shoot so many shots with 2 seconds within the shot clock. He just comes down and raises up. That lets you know he's in attack mode, and he is killing them right now.
Yep.
What do you say about this team? They are like a child who was bringing home C's, and then they get 100 on the test. And you're very happy with them that they got the 100. You're very impressed, but then you're like, but how did you get the C's? Why were you getting the C's? You're better than this. And we're going to switch into a little betting segment here. Whatever you do not bet on the Clippers at all. I have no idea what's going to happen. This is a team that knew that they were in trouble down 2-0, knew that the Dallas Mavericks were the best team in the NBA, one of the best teams of all time when they lead after the first quarter.
Yep.
They're like unbeatable to lead after the first quarter. So they know we're in big trouble.
And yet they fell down in Game 3.
What am I supposed to read out of that? No, Rachel, you are right. Ty Lue made defensive changes. He simplified their defense. He went smaller. He basically said, Kristaps Porzingis, I know you're 7 foot, but we're going to guard you like a guard.
Yep.
And it worked. Their defense did improve.
And went at him defensively, obviously.
Yes, they shot 5 of 30 on 3-pointers in Game 4.
We can't ignore, though, that Luka had a serious neck problem.
It's helpful to be able to look left.
Yes, when you are a point guard. And someone who really relies on peripheral shooting, where he doubled over just there, I remember that. I mean, he fired one of those great passes, and then literally you could just see in his face that it put him in such pain. Now, I don't know, again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how close this is to Chris Paul's injury. We saw a few days it took to really get to a point where he was comfortable playing on the court. I don't know if the Mavericks have that kind of time with Luka or how much better he's going to feel. He has said it's been improving. But you can look, I mean, those numbers tell you everything you need to know about his health right now. And Robert, if he's not close to 100%, I mean, you talk about what this Mavs team does and doesn't have. If they don't have a good Luka Doncic, that's kind of...
When you have a guy like Luka who is so important to your whole team, and if he's not healthy, your team is not healthy. So if he's not on the court making everybody around him better, the Dallas Mavericks are going to be in trouble because there's no Jason Kidd walking through that door. And so they need someone to make other guys around the team better because
I have seen the Clippers
lives off him.
The last game and a half, and my expectation is that is the way they will play going forward. You have the ability, you have the game plan, do it. Do it.
Here's what I will say. I give a lot of credit to Kawhi and Paul George for this.
Yes.
Last year, when the pedal was to the metal, they did not show up to their standards. Forget everyone else's standards. They will tell you they did not show up to their standards. When the pedal was to the metal in Game 3, they showed up, and they've done that since. I'll be interested in Game 5. We'll see. It jumps back tomorrow. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.